Next is Capricorn rising, Capricorn Lagna, Capricorn ascendant. People ask whether we should see from Lagna or Chandra Rashi from Moon. Watch the intro section, I've clarified there. So first I'll explain the timeline, what's happening, when it's happening, all the transits. The biggest shift happening this month for everybody, but in different houses, is Jupiter Guru Maharaj is changing signs as of 18th of October, going from Gemini to Cancer. That will be from your 6th house over to your 7th house. And that happens every 12 years. So it's a huge shift that's taking place after 12 years. That is, Jupiter is going to be exalted in your 7th house. We'll discuss what that means. Secondly, Mercury and Venus are going to be exchanging signs, Parivartan Yoga, from 8th of October through 24th of October. That means both of them are going to be very strong. And so that will boost the 4 houses ruled by Mercury and Venus in your chart. We'll discuss what that means. Thirdly, Surya, Sun, is going to be changing signs from Virgo to Libra, to the sign of debilitation, as of 17th of October. And then fourthly, the actual timeline for Venus. Venus is going to be debilitated starting 8th of October in the sign of Virgo in your 9th house, and Mercury enters Libra as of 2nd of October until 24th of October in your 10th house. And then finally, Shani Maharaj continues to be in your 3rd house in the sign of Pisces, but it's retrograde, so giving you results of the previous sign, the previous house, that is your 2nd house, the Mula Trikona Rashi of Saturn. So now let's break it down, what all this means in practical terms, what things you can expect. First of all, Jupiter is going to be exalted as of 18th of October in your 7th house. So after 18th of October, excellent period for your relationships, expansion in your one-on-one partnerships. So first of all, you should start looking at developing these business partnerships, one-on-one partnerships for growing your business. Even if you don't do business, if you do job, then for your personal networking, developing contacts with people, that is going to be absolutely fantastic. Very, very powerful, very important. Secondly, if you're looking to get married or looking to find a long-term partner relationship, this is going to give you a lot of opportunities. After 18th of October, there's chances you may get married, settle down, or if you're already in a partnership marriage, this will improve. This will make your partnership, your relationship more spiritual. There'll be expansion. There'll be more wisdom. You'll do more spiritual things together. Okay, so overall, this will lift up your 7th house after 18th of October. Now, at the same time, Jupiter rules your 12th house and your 3rd house. That means this period starting 18th of October will be positive for your written communication, for learning skills with your hands, for short distance travels, or for even travel abroad, because Jupiter is the ruler of both the 3rd house, short distance travels, and the 12th house, the travel abroad. So you may go to a foreign country, or you may have success with the foreigners, projects from foreign countries. Overall, awakening of the subconscious mind, that's the 12th house, connection with the ancestors, astral travel, past life regression, yoga nidra, hypnotherapy, those things will be activated. So sky is the limit. Go on a retreat, that's the 12th house. Go on a pilgrimage in a foreign country, give donation to the gurus, start learning something, some esoteric subject, or be a guru yourself. So that's the power of Guru Jupiter exalted in your 7th house. Before that, though, the first 17 days, Jupiter continues to be in your 6th house. That means first 17 days, try to resolve any conflicts in your life, including any legal matters, through wisdom, through expansion of your consciousness, through spiritual means, through understanding. And so, plus that 17 days, good for your health, improvement in your health, doing more things for your health, like exercise and stuff, also doing seva, especially spiritual seva. So going to a temple, helping your, sangha, going to the gurudwara, or anything you do to volunteer service, especially in the realm of spiritual domain. So that's indicated. And then also it will improve your job. Sixth house represents the job we do for other people. So Jupiter there, the first 17 days will give you expansion in your job. So you'll have more wisdom. You'll act more as a guru, as a teacher, as a mentor in your workplace. So even if you're not into that industry, even if you're not a consultant, whatever job you're doing, coach other people, share your wisdom, take these leadership roles to mentor other people. That's going to pay off in the long run. So that's Jupiter changing signs. And then, so we discussed the 12th house and the 3rd house also. Secondly, Mercury and Venus are going to be exchanging signs. So the Parivartan Yoga between Mercury and Venus from 8th of October through 24th of October. That means the 2 middle weeks of October are absolutely fantastic for all the 4 houses ruled by Mercury and Venus in your chart. So that is, first of all, let's look at Mercury. Mercury actually is going to be strong, very strong throughout the month. So, and Mercury rules your 6th house and your 9th house. That means those houses will get a boost. 6th house again, your health, your volunteer service, your job, dealing with the enemies. So you'll, throughout this month actually, you'll be dealing with the enemies through wisdom, especially after 18th of October. But before that also, you'll be using a lot of your intellectual power, reasoning and analysis, all of that to deal with the enemies, any legal issues and stuff. This is not legal advice, but the energy is very strong. This is just information. The 9th house is getting strength because the Lord Mercury is going to be very strong. So that means this period will bring, you'll have a lot of intellectual discussions with your gurus or spiritual discussions with your Sangha. Enroll in some, if you're thinking of higher studies, PhD programs, this is a good time for that. Or just gaining wisdom and then becoming a guru, sharing your own wisdom, pilgrimage, long distance travel with your Sangha, and ultimately figuring out your spiritual path. This month will give you this unique opportunity. The 9th house is very strong, supported by the Lord Mercury, and also because we'll discuss the Sun also. So focusing on finding your dharma, finding your purpose, your mission, and your strengths, your spiritual strengths, that's going to be the theme. Now that's Mercury, but then Venus is slightly different story. So the middle 2 weeks, yes, from 8th to 24th, because of Parivartan with Mercury, the houses ruled by Venus are going to be strengthened as well. So your 5th house and your 10th house are getting the boost. So middle 2 weeks, excellent for children, excellent for dealing with your children, excellent for your romantic relationships, excellent for speculative investments also, although this is not financial advice, and also really, really good period for doing some creative work, giving birth to something powerful, create something new. At the same time, 10th house getting the boost. The middle 2 weeks, good for your career, good for developing contacts, network with the seniors, with the authorities, and you'll get more name and fame recognition. But also, you'll be very creative. You'll be Venusian. You'll be very tactful at work. So this will give you that finesse, that power to attract other people, to convince, to have be a negotiator at work. But the first week and the last week are a different story. First week, Venus continues to be in your 8th house with Ketu. So be very careful at work. Be very careful in your romantic relationships. You may end up making some headless mistakes, both at work or with your children or with your romantic partners or in the stock market. So be very, very careful, especially Venus in the 8th house. It's not so great with Ketu. There may be setbacks for your 5th house and your 10th house, but this is an excellent period still for you to become a healer, awaken the healing capabilities, become this almost like Shukracharya, who had the Sanjeevani Vidya. So that's the power of Venus and Ketu in your 8th house. And then the last week of October, it's a different energy where Venus is going to be debilitated in your 9th house. So dealing with the gurus and or in fact dealing with your children and at work also for your profession, be very careful. And then we have Surya. Sun will be transitioning from your 9th house to your 10th house. In the 9th house, it's very strong until 17th of October. So again, more connection with exalted gurus. You'll find dharma, you'll find wisdom, you'll gain wisdom from the gurus the first 17 days. After 17th of October, actually Sun becomes debilitated in your 10th house. So that means you got to be very humble in your profession, in your career. You want to share your wisdom, you want to find the truth, and also to support the debilitated sun in your 10th house. The second half of the month, you can chant more Gayatri Mantra, you can chant Aditya Hridayam, and then also, so the second half of the month, sensitive for career, but the first half of the month also, first week, also actually sensitive. So pretty much the career means the second week especially is great, but the last week especially, be very careful not to have any ego issues with the authorities. Okay. Now let's talk about the Saturn. Saturn continues to be in your 3rd house, but retrograde. That means it's giving you power and blessings and results of your 2nd house. So your speech is going to be powerful, and that's going to be until 27th of November. It'll help you eat better. It'll help you improve your finances, your family wealth, accumulated resources. If you're in the finance industry, it'll give you a lot of resources and insights. Now, also, Saturn is very strong in the sign of Aquarius in your 2nd house. So this opportunity of improving your financial wealth, especially through Saturn, the blessings of Saturn will not come for the next 27 years. So it's a good opportunity to really focus on long-term strategy or projects or ideas for improving your family wealth, your accumulated resources. That's what's happening for the sign of Capricorn. Write in the comment section what things are working for you, and also you can ask any questions and I'll try to respond. And also please like, share and subscribe if you find this content useful. Thank you.